It's 7:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. The Newcastle Diocese of the Anglican Church has become a new focus of the Royal Commission into Child Sexual Abuse. The Herald reports the Church has provided tens of thousands of documents to the Commission relating to every Newcastle Anglican bishop dating back to the 1950s. The current bishop, Greg Thompson, admits it was more than likely there were serial perpetrators in the Hunter and people of significant influence in the Church who failed to respond to abuse allegations when they were first made. Shortland has been named in the top 10 electorates facing the biggest increase in out-of-pocket health expenses. New figures from the Federal Department of Health reveal Shortland ranks as the 9th highest area in Australia, which will be hit hard by health costs under the new budget due to the region's high elderly population. Shortland MP Jill Hall says it's further evidence the government's budget is unfair.
Shortland electorate's the 7th oldest electorate in Australia, with about 20% of the people aged over 65. And it really is clear that the people of Shortland electorate are really among the biggest losers when it comes to the Tony Abbott's unfair budget.
Police and WorkCover have launched investigations into the death of a Newcastle council worker. The 41-year-old man injured himself at the Turton Road Works Depot at Waratah last night and couldn't be revived. Police say it's not clear whether his death was a result of an accident or a health-related issue. A report is being prepared for the coroner. Medford residents will soon have access to high-speed broadband, with the area now included as part of the National Broadband Network rollout schedule. Patterson MP Bob Baldwin is welcoming the announcement, having campaigned for his electorate to not be overlooked as part of the rollout. He says work has already started in a number of neighbouring areas.
What we're seeing is the commencement of construction for the fibre network through Medford and Ashtonfield. This is in addition to the works that have already commenced in St Ambert area and are starting to build a large-scale footprint.
Newcastle councillors have voted to reduce the proposed admission fees for Beresfield Pool in a bid to keep the facility open. The single admission fee is being reduced from $5 to $2.80, but there's still a risk the pool could be closed in 12 months unless visitor numbers improve. The proposed new pricing structure is being placed on public exhibition for 28 days. The streets of Cardiff are about to get a makeover as part of a $2.6 million project. Lake Macquarie Council will begin works this week on the Cardiff Streetscape Master Plan, which will improve the aesthetic appearance of the town centre. City Projects Manager Adam Wakeman says the upgrades will affect areas around Main Road.
There will be disruptions in the Cardiff area, probably for the next 9 months. That will also involve some disruptions to the pedestrians initially. So there'll be cuts across footpaths, there'll be curb sections taken out and basically replaced. There'll be traffic management to try and avoid those areas as well.
Updating sport, the Newcastle Knights are vowing to finish the season with 2 wins on the trot as they prepare for this Saturday's clash with the Eels. The forward pack remains unchanged, while 5'8" Jared Mullen rejoins the side from injury, with Tamata Tahu named on the bench. Second rower Robbie Rocco says the team has learnt from last weekend's loss to Brisbane.
We just didn't execute, we didn't get to our kicks, we put ourselves under too much pressure and a whole lot of defensive errors come into the back end of the game. It's just a matter of making sure we perform well.
The Jets will be looking to pick up the pace tonight as they take on high flyers Sydney FC in the second game of the Townsville Football Cup. Team trialist Alan Welsh will cover for Q Yarlines alongside Adrian Badaski in defence. Ecuadorian striker Edson Montano, who arrived in Newcastle last week, will again come off the bench. And Western javelin thrower Matthew Rees has produced a personal best performance to finish 4th at the Youth Olympics in China with a massive throw of 71.5 metres in the final. 2NURFM News Time is 26 to 8.